Good morning, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is the boy Yo Honcho, and you are tuned in to Let's Argue, the hottest sports show on YouTube today. Man, it's playoff talk time. And I walked in, it's 5:15 a.m. My producer had got everything set up for me, mic and everything, and I came in with notes. But he had one thing to say to me when he seen me. Yo, Honcho, see them Lakers? Keep that same energy. And that's what I'm doing today, folks. I'm keeping that same energy. So rock with me. Rock with me. We got a lot to get into today, so let's get started. I got notes. I got notebooks. Oh, it's ready, baby. It's time. First, I got a text message this morning saying that Coach K is retiring. So shout out to Coach K. He says he's retiring after this season. If you don't know Coach K, look him up. You know, classic coach from when I was young, coaching all of the Olympic teams. Oh man, Coach K, classic man, great career. Thank you for all the memories and all the great things like that. But let's get into this playoff thing. Because I want to start here, because speaking of coaches that are leaving and people retiring, let's get into these Celtics. I sat here last week and I told everybody that, the Celtics is going to have to start making some changes. And as we seen, the Celtics lost to the Nets 4-1. My man Tatum had a 50-point game, held it together, tried to keep them together to at least get a game like I said they was going to do, but they weren't good. And it was a lot of injuries. I'm not going to hold that against them. They had injuries, but like I told y'all, as currently constructed, this Celtics team cannot win. They cannot win as currently constructed. I told everybody, the Celtics have to make a lot of changes, but I didn't see this change coming. First of all, Kyrie and them boys got them out of here. The big three over there, they special. You know what I mean? So they're about to change the game by probably winning the ring this year, because I don't see anybody that can stop them. And if y'all do, let me know. Leave a comment, because KD had 40-something the other night, Kyrie another 30, James Harden 24. Like, it's nothing really you could do. Like, I told y'all, and since episode 1, I got Brooklyn going. Well, Kyrie is my man. So I got Brooklyn going to the finals in the East. Milwaukee starting to look good to me. We're going to discuss that. But right now, let's get back to these Celtics. Earmuff Celtics fans. We all seen Kyrie step on the logo, gave it a black eye. That's how we like it. Step, you know what I mean? Show them old school basketball. Get these guys out of here. Kyrie know what it is. He know what that culture is, man. He know what it is there. That's why he did that. And here's another thing. We've been talking about fans and people storming the court and doing all this, talking about all this racist talk. Well, I got news today. Coming in here. Breaking news. Oh yeah, the coach of the Celtics is moving up to the GM position. Not fired. Brad Stevens has not been fired, but moved up to the GM position because Danny, who I told y'all was going to fire him on the spot, Danny Ainge, y'all know who I'm talking about. I told y'all Danny should go and fire him on the spot. But no. See, the Celtics protect their own. They know what they're doing. We want to talk about race in the league and race with these fans and throwing bottles and spitting. Yeah, that's a problem. We're gonna adjust that. But right now, we need to talk about what's really going on in this NBA. Brad Stevens should have been fired on the spot, looking for another gig. But instead, he got promoted. Not fired, promoted. Danny Ainge, who could have easily lost his job, and started all over again. But no, he says he retires. Let me tell y'all something right now. Danny Ainge is not retired. He's not. Guarantee he get a gig in the next 2 years. Look out for Utah. Even look out in Toronto. Wherever a GM is needed and needed for change, Danny Ainge will apply for those jobs. The Boston Celtics didn't want to fire Danny Ainge and didn't want to fire Brad Stevens because they didn't want that on those two guys' records. Because guess what? The Boston Celtics didn't want to move on from those two guys. They didn't. They wanted to run it back because they probably felt they had injuries and they got a game with Tatum. And they were saying, hey, maybe with Brown and maybe a couple of changes and we could get, become contenders. No, it's over. Danny Ainge did a horrible GM job. He held on to picks. He didn't make no moves in All-Star. During the All-Star break, he made no move. These guys they stayed put. They did nothing. Horrible GM job. And Brad Stevens picking up his favorite, it was just nasty there. Kyrie knew how nasty it was there. That's why he got out of there. Brad Stevens, you're not innocent. You're not. You picked favoritism players. You paid Gordon Hayward buku starting money, and he wasn't that good, but that was your boy. You was starting him over guys that was better than him. But we not gonna go there. Boston Celtics got to get it together. I don't know what's going on in that organization, but they got to get it together. Anyways, Brooklyn moving on to round 2. They get Milwaukee. Woo! That's going to be a series. It's going 7, people. It's going 7. So, anyway, another game I got into last night that was amazing because I turned from the other shameful game because I have to keep the same energy. Shameful game. Denver and the Blazers. Now, everybody know I'm not slandering Dame. I never did it and never will. That is my guy. I believe in Dame. Dame time. Blazers, you should be ashamed. I said here last week on the last episode, and I told y'all, well, I didn't tell y'all. My man Cam told y'all. But I told y'all. Portland should be winning this series. Denver doesn't have enough, but no. Austin Rivers hitting big shots in the fourth quarter. Michael Porter Jr. is becoming a star in front of our eyes. And the MVP, soon to be MVP, is getting out of the first round. And why? Because Portland is frauds. They're frauds. Fraudulent. I love Dame. He had 55. He was like, I'm not losing this. But his other teammates couldn't shoot it in the water. CJ, you're supposed to be an all-star. Where are you? Dame Lillard, listen to me. Listen to me good. Listen to Honcho. I know you don't watch this show. But the people who love you, they do. And I'm one of those people. I love you, bruh. Get up out of there, bruh. You don't owe Portland anything. Because Brooklyn is going to win and it's going to let you know, it's not about building your team. It's about getting with your peoples, winning these chips, and then getting the hell up out of there. That's what the NBA has turned into. Is it LeBron's fault? That's a whole nother show. But that's what the NBA is turning into if Brooklyn wins. If Brooklyn get eliminated, then maybe we build. But bro, Dame, you got no help there. Your performance, A+. Was I screaming on baskets? Yes. Did I think you was going to pull it off? Yes. But you lost again. And I don't see you coming out this series. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dame. I love you. But it ain't going down. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this series. A lot of people haven't even been watching this series. But Wizards-Sixers. Interesting series. I told y'all the Wizards was going to get a game because I respect Russ. But it looked like Embiid and them boys was taking over. Here's the interesting thing. Because a lot of people's not watching this series. The Wizards won the last game because Embiid got hurt. Right? So then everybody started to destroy Ben Simmons because we seen he can't hit free throws. He can't take jump shots. He can't take over games because Embiid's not there. And Russ, let me tell you something. Russ smelled blood. Bill and them boys smelled blood. They was like, we going to get this game. We ain't getting swept. They not going to win the series anyway. But, they was like, we ain't getting swept, bruh. Trust me. If we was getting swept, now's the perfect time to let y'all know that we not. But Doc, let me tell you something. Oh, this is a coach show today. This is a coach radio show. They can't hear you. You don't have a mic. That's M Dollar talking. He said coaches don't get blamed. Coaches get blamed today. Yeah, Doc. Stop fronting. You out here in front of the cameras talking about, oh, Ben Simmons, Ben Simmons can't shoot. We knew Ben Simmons can't shoot. Don't come out here defending that bullshit. I can't believe it, bro. Ben Simmons can't shoot. That's it, Doc. He can't shoot free throws. They gonna hack him to death. They gonna put him on the line. And you can't play him in the fourth quarter. See, Doc, it's that easy. If you just keep it a buck, you don't ever have to lie. Just be like, yo, I can't play homie in the fourth quarter. He got a problem shooting free throws. I'm going to get on that shit. But it ain't all your fault, Doc. I blame you, Ben. You sensitive ass Ben. You ain't going to watch this because it's slander and you probably get it taken down. But you sensitive ass Ben. I don't even like to talk in the camera, but you sensitive ass. Grow up. It's time for you to grow up, man. You don't like criticism. That's the reason why you don't hit free throws. You know why? Because you don't want your coaches and everybody coaching you hard. Because you was born talented and gifted. You're a 7'1" point guard or however tall you are. You're gifted and we get it. You can ball. You're a triple-double waiting to happen. That's fine. But you got to grow up, bro, and you got to learn to take criticism. Embiid took criticism. He grew up this year. MVP candidate. You still crying in the wind. Don't want nobody telling you what to do. Bro, go out there. Practice your free throws. After the game, practice some free throws. It's your job, bro, to shoot them. I don't never talk about people's money because you should get paid. Everybody should get paid. You're an athlete, that's your job. You should get paid to do what you do. I get paid to come talk about this. You should get paid to hit the jumper so I could be like, yo, Ben Simmons is a beast, and which he is. He could come out there and give you 30. Ask about him. But this is the playoffs. And Embiid ain't playing tonight. And don't give Russ no heart. Because as long as Russell Westbrook got a heart beating and you show a little bit of blood, that man's a shark. And Philly, you don't want to blow this lead. Because I'm going to come on here and talk about it. You ain't going to like it. Man, comment below, subscribe, man. We getting lit tonight. We getting lit this morning. You know why I'm up? Because I slept well. I didn't go to bed crying about the Lakers. I didn't care that my phone was blowing up talking about, oh, the Lakers are gone. I didn't even care. I woke up this morning bright-eyed. I didn't even drink coffee. It was tea this morning. No stress. Good sleep. Good sleep. Good sleep. Anyway, moving right along. Bucks Heat. I don't even need to talk about it much. If you want to know my opinion on this series, if you want to know my opinion on these games, go to episode 1. I'll let you know. Bucks is ready. Drew Holiday makes the difference. Milwaukee finally seems like they got things together. They know how they want to play. They know how Giannis want to play. He's finally willing to pass the ball when he needs to in those spots. Milwaukee's ready. I can't wait for round 2. Woo! Let's argue. Round 2 episode is going to be tough for me. I got a lot of thinking. I've been thinking a lot about it. Brooklyn and Milwaukee. I don't even know how I'm going to choose that series. But if I have to choose, you know I'm going with my heart. And Kyrie is my boy. So you know where I'm going with that. But Miami, let's talk about the Heat. I'm not mad at Miami. I'm not mad at them. They're a team that got hot in the bubble last year. Did they thing. Won a couple of games. Went to the finals. It happens. They got hot. They caught Milwaukee sleeping last year. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't right for Giannis yet. Things happen. But I'm not mad at Miami. All you have to do is start from the drawing board. Look, Spoelstra, don't get fired. It's not your fault. You did a great job this year. Building that team from going to the finals and trying to keep them to where they are. But Bam Adebayo is not a star player. He's a third star on a championship team. Jimmy Butler, yes, I know. Jimmy Butler, you're a second star on a championship team. He's not number one. So, all Miami have to do is get a number one. That's it. That's all. They counted on Jimmy Butler being the one. I love the Heat organization. I love their attitude. I love that they fight, and grind. But you can't count on those two boys shooting threes for you. Because once they go cold, they go cold. And you know who I'm talking about. Listen, you go get you a number one, everything will be fine. Or get you another number two so that way your number two could equal out to a number one. However you want to do it, doesn't matter. Last week I had everybody taking Paul George on this team and Kawhi on this team because I thought the Clips was out of here. But what a surprise. Whoa. But that's how I feel about the Bucks Heat. Bucks is moving on. Can't wait to see them move on. Miami is moving backwards and getting ready to start over and find them some players who can shoot the basketball, drive the basketball, and pass the basketball. So, let's move on to Clips and Mavs. So many opinions on Clips and Mavs. But, I'm going to start here. I'm sorry, Clippers. I overplayed my hand. I picked you in 6, but when you lost the 2 at home, I completely doubted you. I wrote you off. I was trading away your star players. I was rebuilding your team. I was firing your coach. I was doing everything. I thought Steve Ballmer was going to fire Ty Lue on the spot. Right there, every time the camera went to Steve Ballmer, I was like, oh, he's picking out guys to get fired, and he's picking out guys to trade. I was having a great time. But then the Clippers showed me heart. And your man Kawhi Leonard, bruh, he's killing. And Paul George is finally taking off that vest of playoff P and just being Paul George. And now they're playing with confidence, heart, and Luka, y'all in trouble. And it ain't Luka's fault. Don't get this twisted. It ain't Luka's fault. It's his teammates around him. They got it just a little cold. Tim Hardaway Jr. and them boys, Bronson and them boys, they was shooting high volume threes. But then they cooled down. You see, this is the playoffs. Role players can only get you so far. And that means you, Porzingis. Yeah, that means you. I talked about you last week. I kept it light. But you better help your man. You better help Luka. Because Luka's that dude. And he needs help. He needs a number 2. So Porzingis, get on your shit. Because if y'all lose the next game, I'm coming on here to talk shit about you. This is my apology to the Clippers. It's short. It's sweet. Good game. I like the way you guys are playing. Mark Morris came alive. Paul George is back to being Paul George. Kawhi is looking like a machine again. And the Clippers should win this series. And I'm going to be picking my round 2s. I think the Clippers might go to the finals, but that's just for a whole nother show. So, Clips, Mavs. Looking forward to the next game. I hope Luka get 50 in the next one because they can't stop him. It don't matter. He's unstoppable. A couple of games tonight that you guys should enjoy. Knicks and Hawks. I just want to say congratulations to the Knicks. You guys are getting eliminated. Messed up my bracket. I chose you guys to win in the first round, but you wasn't ready. But I just want to thank you for all the excitement that y'all brought to the city. Now we definitely know who's the real team in New York. Even though my man Kyrie playing on the other team, so chill. Stepped on them logos. What's up? It's Kyrie, boy. But yeah, the Knicks is going home. The Hawks is moving on to the second round. And thank you, New York. Julius Randle, you're a 2 on a championship team, maybe a 3. But great job in the season getting us here. Derrick Rose played amazing, so it's a great comeback for him. Thibodeau, the way he coaches and the way Thibodeau plays is going to win you 53 games in a season because they play with defense. They play high-intensity defense, and that's going to win you games in the regular season. But in the playoffs, you need offense, guys. And unfortunately, all the offense is on a train ride to Brooklyn. So if you want offense, you go to 34th Street. If you want defense, you go to Brooklyn. No, it's the other way around. However it goes, you get what I was trying to say, but whatever. So, thank you to the Knicks. And another game tonight that a lot of people aren't paying attention to. I can't lie, I turned from twice. Utah Grizz. I hope you guys, if you are watching this series, congratulations to the Utah Jazz because they will be moving on. Utah is just too good, and Memphis is just too young. Even though we all love Ja, but no one's watching that series. But I watch these games, so you don't have to. So Utah should be moving on in that series. Can't wait to see Utah in round 2 because that's where the competition begins, so we can stop all that shit talking. I want to see who these Jazz really are. And now for the creme de la creme de la creme. Everybody want me to talk about it, and we doing it in the 20-minute mark. And I'm keeping that same energy that I kept with the Clippers. Keeping the same energy. I turned the channel because I was watching Portland because, you know, I like to watch the Laker game just a little bit late because I like to get into the mode first, you know. And the Lakers looked like they started off good. 8 points. LeBron hit a 3 and got under for a layup, and I was excited to see what was going on next. And then what happened next was absolutely nothing. Do you want to know what really happened next? I got exactly what happened next. Shame happened next. Shame happened next. Yes, let me get those. Thank you. Shame. Thank you, D-Money. He told me to put these on because Laker fans shouldn't be seen. So fine. Shame happened. I got a lot of takes. I'm going to give you some main ones. First of all, the Suns didn't really play that good. It's just the Lakers were so bad that it just looked good. Ayton didn't play that good. Booker didn't even have a great game. LeBron James, my favorite player, best player in the world, ex-best player in the world. However you want to put him, wherever you want to put him. GOAT, 1, 2, Jordan, however. Not my argument. I don't care. It's whoever you have in your heart. I'm an Iverson guy. LeBron James, I'm so sorry, but it's over. It's all over. Now, I know it's another game, and I told y'all I got Lakers in 6, but oh my God. LeBron James doesn't look defeated, but he looks like he knows the truth. The truth is, with this team that he has, he can't win a championship. And if you know LeBron James as well as I do, because I've been covering him for a long time, watching his games, I've been criticized, I've been arguing for him, arguing against him. I've just been arguing LeBron James for the last 15 years, so welcome to my life. LeBron James is the type of dude that if he knows he's not going to the finals, he's going to lose early. It's not usually the first round, but he's ducking up out of there. It will make history. LeBron James has never lost a first round series. But to me, after last night's performance, look, I don't even have my notes. I threw my notes. I don't even want them because I'm just going to talk out off the rip. Schroeder had 0 points. KCP has 0 points. LeBron James' starting lineup had 11 points. He knows he cannot win with this team, and LeBron James will not put another blemish on his NBA final record. That is a no-no. LeBron James knew he couldn't win with this team when he got hurt with the high ankle sprain. And he's seen what this team was made of. He knew he could not win with this team. That's why he didn't rush back. Schroeder, he was a good pickup, but it wasn't that good. These pickups are just like what happened in Cleveland when they thought they couldn't win with IT and all of them, and then they re-hoarded all of those players and got all those other guys in for the playoff run, and that didn't work because Jordan Clarkson couldn't hit a jump shot. That's what this is. They won the championship, re-hoarded the team, and LeBron James was like, okay, looked good, sounded good. Got Andre Drummond because Montrezl Harrell couldn't play defense because he's 6'8". And now Montrezl has an attitude because now Anthony Davis goes out and Montrezl doesn't want to play. He was the 6th man of the year, and now he feels like he doesn't have to play. Congratulations. You guys just adopted the headache the Clippers had last year. Which proves to me that LeBron really doesn't care, because usually LeBron James is the guy that could take any player and build them up to a championship caliber player. And then usually those guys, where you get the Jordan Clarksons and the Rodney Hoods, those guys usually prove that they're not championship material, and then they fizzle out, and then they go to another team like Utah and hit jump shots after jump shots, because championships, usually the pressure goes on those guys and they can't handle it. But LeBron James this year said, nah, I can't win with this team. If LeBron James, all right, we got one more game in LA. If they stretch this series to 7, anything could happen. I don't know what the Phoenix Crew is going to do in 7 games, but I know AD is not going to be back for the next game. So if we do get us to 7, it'll be on LeBron James's back, and then he'll get to the second round and probably get swept. But I just know this: LeBron James will not be taking this LA team to the NBA Finals. LeBron James will not be taking this LA team past the first round if he doesn't want to. And we'll see what kind of attitude he has, because obviously he left early, 5 minutes to go. People cared about that. Oh, look, he's unprofessional. He's a sore loser. No, LeBron, he knows the truth. And the truth is, you will not be putting blemishes on his final record for nonsense like this, especially now with AD missing. So no, LeBron James will not be making it out the first round. And yes, LeBron does look old, and he does look like he lost a little step. But wouldn't you, if your team's down by 30 and your starting lineup can't hit a jump shot? You got a guy who played 30 minutes and got 0 points. He got more points than me. Me and him had the same amount of points. It's sad. It's shame. So Chris Paul, you congratulations. You might bump your friend out the first round. There. I hope you are all happy. And no, I don't have highlights and stuff, because I had so much to fill in on this show that I had to come in here and do a bunch of takes. So no, I don't have highlights of LeBron James missing layups, because that's what they all wanted. There. Can I take the glasses off now? Thank you. And they don't have mics, so they can't hear you over there. Damn it. This is Let's Argue. Please, comment in the comments below. Let me know about what you think about my takes and my opinions on my takes. That's all this is. This is just Yo Honcho giving crazy sports shit. So come vibe with me. Smoke with me. You know what I mean? We smoking tonight. And we chilling. So come, vibe with me. Watch some sports. Let me know what's going on. And one last thing. Subscribe. Shanti B hates that. She's probably sleeping right now. She didn't come to the studio. I thought she would come here for my Clippers apology. She didn't come. So, oh well. But thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Yo Honcho, 1/3 of the True Vibe Crew. And this is Let's Argue episode. What episode is this? 6? Episode